Hi folks, my name's Julie and welcome to another installment of Julie Loses. It's been a little while since I've recorded a video entry, but I have a lot of news and I just wanted to report on my progress a little bit. I am now down about 14.2 pounds total. I think I had mentioned that I had been sick for several days a couple weeks back, and my next weigh-in I had lost about 4.2 pounds. I was very concerned. I wasn't very concerned, but I was planning on there being some sort of balancing out, like I would gain back a pound. But in fact, I lost another 1.6 pounds at this last Tuesday's weigh-in, so go me. The other thing I wanted to report were they did my 5-week measurements. So before I started the program, they did my measurements, and then exactly 5 weeks later, they recalibrated or remeasured all of my various circumferences. And I think between my neck, my chest, my waist, my hips, my bicep, and my thigh, I lost a total of 22 and a half inches, or 22.25 inches, which was pretty insane. My trainer said that the only other person she saw who came close to losing that sort of inches in their first phase their first week 5 phase was someone who started at over 400 pounds. So I felt pretty good about that. I was riding high for the rest of the day. And indeed, I did 15,000 steps. I got my first 15,000 step badge on Fitbit. I've been trying to hit the Fitbit pretty hard, getting over 10,000 steps. I've taken to using my Fitbit while I'm at the gym, but I realized that I could log activities and they would cut out the number of steps I did in my physical workouts that I was doing, which they've asked us to leave out of our Fitbit daily stats. So I just do the math, subtract the total that I do in my actual workouts, but then get the full benefit on my Fitbit database, which when I stack that against some of my friends, I start to feel a little bit better. In fact, yesterday, I have this friend who he's in the Army, and so he's always walking around all the time and regularly getting over 17,000 steps. I overtook him by 7,000 steps at some point yesterday, and I felt really good about it. Of course, he may have logged in at the end of the day and overtook me by, a bazillion thousand, but who cares? It was fun to see my name on top of his name for just a few minutes. So I'm also going to point out, I'm looking at myself, and in my little recorder I can see clips of myself from previous videos, and I am looking a little more svelte, if svelte is an adjective that can be used to describe me. I'm feeling a lot better. I have had some stomach issues on and off that have been refusing to go away. After I eat, about an hour or two after I eat, I start to get a little crampy in my stomach, and last night I was not able to sleep because of it very well, so I ended up taking some Pepto, and that actually made it feel a lot better. So I'm hoping that today I will be set free from my bad stomach. So other news, I tried the upright bicycle at the gym the other day. I had tried it on my own and found the mechanics of it to be sort of awkward. And so my trainer asked me to try it with her, and so I did, and she gave me some tips, that I need to sort of get my core going so that I'm not bouncing around like this, and that really helped. And I ended up we were going to do 5 minutes and then 7.5 minutes, and I ended up making it to 10 minutes. And I probably could have gone further, but I really wanted to get some strength training in. So went into strength training, then did the recumbent bike, and they've got this new thing at the gym where they have some physical therapy physical therapy tables out on the stretching floor, and they've got trainers there who are stretching people. Now, this is a service that they charge money for average members, but as a benefit of 2020 and having a personal trainer, she's taking about 10 minutes of our time each week and giving me a full stretch at the end of our workouts. And my goodness, that is worth the price of admission right there, because I get a really good stretch. I think stretching has been the key for me for not feeling like I'm waddling around for the rest of the day or unable to move. The stretching is, I have not once felt those lactic acid pains that people get, or that I'm used to getting after doing strength training or walking around for a whole lot of time. Sure, my ankles and my Achilles area gets a little tight, and I do waddle around a little bit when I take my shoes off at home, but I'm always feeling real spry and real good to go at the end of my workouts, and I do credit learning how to stretch properly at the end. So if there's one thing I can parlay to anybody who might be watching this, is to stretch properly and take your time after your workouts, because that's going to make things so much better for you the following evening and the following days. Plus, I'm a lot more flexible now, so I can do all kinds of crazy things, stretching out my legs. Let's see what else is going on. Today, I have been posting on my Facebook feed pictures of the various foods I've been cooking for myself, because cooking is new to me, and it is very in the experimental phase for me. But I've been I've been taking photos of new, every time I make something new or pretty, and I put them up on Facebook, and people have been noticing and commenting on the foods. And I have a friend who has actually invited me over to her house, and I'm going to make her my not world famous, but by my own admonition famous salsa, chicken fiesta salsa salad, let's call it, which is basically a romaine green leaf blend with sugar snap peas, medium salsa. I use the Pace restaurant style salsa, some roasted chicken breast that is flavored with lime juice and Mrs. Dash Fiesta Lime seasonings liberally, and then cut that up, put it in, and then top it off with some Lighthouse light salsa ranch dressing, which is I'm calling it my Jesus dressing, and then raspberries. So it's nice, you get every food group that you want in there, and it's like 270 or 280 calories, something like that, under 300 basically, for a huge salad. And I think it's really yummy, and I'm a little nervous to give it to somebody else and see how they like it, but she seems really excited about it, and I get to play with her cat Prune, and she's got the adorable cat, so I'm looking forward to that. Apart from that, Tuesday was a huge day. I had my 5-week meeting with my physician, who was going bonkers over my results and just said to keep plugging away at it. I had my dietitian appointment where I was down 1.6 pounds this week. Then I had a therapy appointment. My 2020 therapist is, because I have a history of depression and whatnot, I have been to a series of effective and not so effective therapists, and I had to be honest with my 2020 therapist that she was at the top of my therapy experiences so far. She's really giving me insight that I hadn't been exposed to before, so I'm very appreciative of that. And then to top it all off, on Tuesday I had my first group. It's a support group, and it meets weekly for 12 weeks, and it's gender specific, so I'm there with some other ladies, and they're also they have more intensive groups, and I'm in a more intensive group that has to deal more with sort of compulsive and binge eating histories that we're trying to manage. So I'm really looking forward to meeting more people on the program, but I'm having a great time so far. I seem to have some visible effects going on from it, and I'm still feeling pretty good. Even when I have the stomach pain, when I go and work out, I always feel better, and I feel better about myself, and I have a lot more energy than I did at the beginning, and I feel a lot better about myself than in the beginning, and that's key. So I'll leave it with that. Thank you very much for tuning in once again, and until next time, take care.